Which 90 Day Fiancé alumni are building a friendship after their nasty divorce? Who lost over 120 pounds due to dramatic life circumstances? And how did Big Ed react to Rose's alleged homosexual relationship? Welcome to OSSA, I'm Dylan, and let's rank the 9 most loathsome couples on 90 Day Fiancé. Number 9. Mohamed and Danielle. Can we even say these two were ever a couple? Back in 2016, Danielle, a mother of 4, got engaged to a young Tunisian man, Mohamed. They met in an online chat room, but unfortunately, their connection was built on mutual lies. Mohamed lied about having a job, while Danielle concealed the fact that she was broke. And both used each other for their own purposes. A desperate mother wanted a younger partner, and her fiancé took advantage of that to get a green card. Classic? Maybe. There wasn't even a hint of Mohamed's affection for his soon-to-be wife. He didn't care an iota about her. And when he moved to a small house with 3 potential teenage stepdaughters and learned the truth about Danielle's money issues, he forced himself to go through with the wedding. Remember that cringeworthy moment when he said he wouldn't have sex with Danielle because she smells? But what can you expect from a man who refused to kiss his bride in a ceremony? Predictably, Mohamed disappeared soon after the nuptials and was accused of cheating. Offended, Danielle wanted to get an annulment so that Mohamed would be deported, but eventually they settled on a divorce. And 3 years after their nasty separation in February 2020, the ex-spouses started exchanging messages. Believe it or not, they now claim to be building a friendship. Number 8. Colt and Larissa. Let's make it clear, this relationship involved 3 people: Larissa, Colt, and his mother Debbie, to say nothing of the cats. A computer programmer from Vegas met his Brazilian girlfriend via a dating website. Colt popped the question after spending 11 days with Larissa. Their marriage only lasted 6 months, and everyone involved contributed to the inevitable separation. Colt was a grown-up man who still lived with his mother and was heavily dependent on her, so he failed to take on the role of husband. While Larissa's main function was fighting with whoever was around her. Yes, she could not get along with her mother-in-law and cousin-in-law, and her 3 arrests for domestic violence against her husband were the final cherries on the split-up pie. Colt always took his mom's side, and, sorry for saying it out loud, he looked more like a couple with Debbie. A year after their divorce was finalized, Colt and Larissa are coming back to 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after, with separate stories. Larissa started a new chapter after finishing her community service, while Colt is dating again. Number 7. Darcy and Jesse. What started as a passionate and enjoyable roller coaster ended up in an ugly separation. Darcy from Connecticut met her almost 20 years younger Dutch boyfriend online and soon flew to Amsterdam to meet him and make their romance real. Their constant fighting was based on Darcy's excessive affection and jealousy, combined with Jesse's immaturity. Didn't you get tired of all those repetitive blow-ups and meltdowns? To add to that disaster, Darcy started drinking and throwing childish tantrums, like not letting Jesse cook dinner the way he wanted to. Both partners called each other manipulative until their unhealthy relationship came to its dramatic end in New York City. Still, Jesse claimed that Darcy was stalking him after the breakup. The mother of 2 did not wait long to look for another prince overseas, but fans recognized the same pattern in her next relationship with Tom from Britain. And yes, this couple also split up. Yet we have to give Darcy credit for picking boyfriends that seem to get along with each other. Yes, Tom and Jesse met in New York City for an alleged business collaboration. Who would have thought of that? Number 6. Nicole and Azan. Do you think that a scam artist and a naive, overly attached woman deserve each other? Well, Nicole and Azan are allegedly still together after 5 years of a trashy relationship. A single mother and Starbucks barista from Florida met her Moroccan beau via an online dating service. And that's when the immature and no chemistry cringe began. Nicole proved to be an irresponsible parent when she left her toddler daughter with relatives for 5 weeks just to meet her Arabian prince. Azan called her a little big and lazy, but she did not care. Nicole showed zero respect for the Muslim culture, throwing tantrums to get public displays of affection. And though Azan did propose to her, he admitted to only being 55% attracted to his fiancée, while for Nicole, he's 155% the love of her life. He failed to get a K-1 visa more than once, they both cheated on each other, and their wedding was called off twice. Also, Nicole does not plan to convert to Islam, while her fiancé refuses to become a Christian. And rumor has it that Azan is married, though he's allowed to have 3 more wives. Despite it all, Nicole left the USA and her child again at the beginning of the COVID-19 outbreak, and she's hunkered down in Morocco with her beau. Still, fans doubt this relationship is as strong as Nicole claims. At least the couple did not cancel their engagement. Number 5. Ashley and Jay. These two gave us a taste of disaster multiple times, but recently, their relationship took a surprising twist. Ashley, a single mother of two, met 11 years younger Jay at a resort, and they hit it off right away. After 6 months of chatting online, Ashley flew back to Jamaica and the couple got engaged. But shortly after saying their vows in Las Vegas, Ashley caught Jay making new contacts via Tinder. She filed for divorce in January 2019, but changed her mind a few weeks later. Still, in April, Ashley filed for divorce again after learning that Jay was indeed a cheater. In addition to being unfaithful, Jay stole money and did many other wild things. But Ashley was not that innocent either. She's been accused of faking an illness and lying about the custody of her kids. And after all the toxicity in their dysfunctional marriage, these two recently announced that they are renewing their vows. Do you believe in a fresh start for their family? Number 4. Mark and Nikki. And here's probably the creepiest guy on the show, who made us worry for his young fiancé. Overly controlling Mark was constantly talking down to Nikki and gave her a set of strict rules she had to follow, like she was his daughter. Their almost 40-year age gap appeared to be the least weird aspect of their relationship. This mature man clearly used Nikki to recreate his failed love story with his first wife. Yes, Mark's ex-spouse was from the same city in the Philippines as Nikki, and they got married on a K-1 visa. According to Mark, his wife left him with 4 kids, and that wasn't what he wanted at all. That's why Nikki, who's even younger than her stepdaughter, had to agree she would not want kids. Before they tied the knot, Mark made his fiancée sign a prenup so that she would get nothing if their relationship ever changed. And how about the pictures of his ex in the bedroom and buying Nikki the exact same car he bought his first missus? The couple seemed to be absent from social media, or perhaps that was one of Mark's rules. While we can't say for sure whether these two are still together, there was no divorce filing spotted for them. Still, the couple was angry with their negative portrayal on the show, and they even sued the production parties for editing footage of them. Number 3. Molly and Luis. Molly Hopkins from Georgia claims to be another victim used by a younger partner for a green card, but her marriage story did much more harm than just break her heart. The mother of 2 met her 15 years younger fiancé on vacation in the Dominican Republic. The nightmare started when Luis moved to her home and met his future stepdaughters. Molly's family did not like Luis, and he did not bother to earn their trust. Should I mention that he was neither ready nor willing to become a father figure? His efforts to bond with the older teenage girl, Olivia, by asking about her sex life, were completely inappropriate. Later, Olivia left home as she could not accept her mother's choice. In addition to Luis's overall indifference and dissatisfaction with his new life, he started an explosive fight with Molly over her home decor. Surprisingly, the couple did marry, but within a year, after another fight with Luis's threats to call the police, they filed for divorce. Molly claims she's never felt more liberated. She has kept raising her kids, doing her lingerie business, and even lost 40 pounds. 5 months after their divorce was finalized, Luis remarried, and Molly believes that was his plan all along. Number 2. George and Anfisa. Here's another marriage story where love was not the true motive for the relationship. Yet Anfisa definitely stands out from other fortune-hunting 90-day fiancés with her bold frankness. From the very first Facebook contact with George, she made it clear that money was her only interest. The gold digger from Moscow demanded expensive garments and accessories and acted rather outrageously whenever she did not get them. She erased George's cell phone, abused him verbally and physically, and even kicked him out of his apartment. But George hardly deserved any compassion. To get Anfisa to come to California and marry him, this man lied about being rich. It came as a surprise when the couple eventually tied the knot without an engagement ring and posh ceremony, but we all know what came next. Supposedly, to meet the financial demands of his beloved wife, George went into the drug transporting business. In September 2018, he was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison, but was released earlier in May 2020. Although the couple is still allegedly married, both partners want a divorce. While George was behind bars, Anfisa got a new boyfriend and new lips, became a certified fitness trainer, and applied to the University of California. But all of those updates seem lame in comparison to George's drastic 128-pound weight loss. Do you even recognize this guy? Number 1. Ed and Rosemarie. This eyebrow-raising couple keeps making headlines with new servings of drama. Yet, while the internet is mostly talking about Big Ed, Rose became our hero. But let's go back to the start. When 54-year-old Ed from California connected with 23-year-old Rosemarie from the Philippines online, he pointed out he was old enough to be her dad. But Rose was not scared off by the age gap. However, Ed already had a daughter, 29-year-old Tiffany, who was against his participation in the show and his relationship with Rose. Ed claimed he wanted to help single mother Rose and her 4-year-old son Prince, but he started with lies. First, he lied about his height. Then he ignored her desire to have more kids and concealed the fact he planned a vasectomy.
I want to get a vasectomy, but I don't want to tell her.
And it was painful to watch those embarrassing scenes when Ed wanted Rose to take an STD test or presented her with a toothbrush, saying that her breath was not pretty. Unlike other 90-day fiancés who put up with unhealthy relationships just to get a visa or money, Rose could not hide her disgust and hurt. She called him ugly, a bad person, and a liar, and claimed she's done with all the embarrassment. While Ed claims that Rose was the love of his life after 20 years of being single, his now ex-girlfriend believes he used her for fame. Recent rumors about Rose's alleged relationship and engagement with a woman took everyone by surprise. And while Rose denied all those allegations on her Instagram, Big Ed will for sure confront her in the upcoming tell-all. Did your least favorite couple make the ranking? Would you like to know how much truth there is in 90 Day Fiancé? Tell us in the comments and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And as always, stay safe and stay awesome.